It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run with Davis-Price.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Davis-Price.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Ty Davis-Price
punching it in from a yard away.
And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, red. Black ultra.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 2nd and 7, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the counter, Davis Price. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Red, yellow. Red.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that.
Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
Davis Price once more. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Davis Price up the middle. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Right.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now Lance going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of the... And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lance now on 1st down. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hand off right side, Davis Price. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. But the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 2. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most of...
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Black open.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, both you.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the tight end goes in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, backed up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Davis Price. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He's going to let it fly. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Probably time for two more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.